the TMNT video has been kicking my ass, so I thought, you know what? Why not just make some shorter but more easier for me to edit and then get out there videos for you guys, because I feel like I need to keep you guys entertained while also understanding that I have to put all the time and effort into editing the TMNT video. Um, and I'm my own boss, so I'm working extremely hard at it. But I actually today wanted to talk about my thoughts going into we are about a month and a half away or so now from Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I wanted to talk about my concerns, my thoughts, and just everything going into this movie. So, firstly, it concerns me that I don't believe Scorpion's the main villain. And here's the thing. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that Scorpion does not know anything about Spider-Man nor Peter Parker in this universe, or at least Peter Parker, because Vulture tells him at the end of the first movie, I think, in one of the end credit scenes. Also, with this reset, where does that leave the Vulture? I know Michael Keaton's old now, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, where does that leave the Vulture in this whole thing? Also, I talked. Well, to be fair, on my podcast, the Roller Room Cast, there was like a panel of like 9 people when we went over the trailer, so I didn't get my chance to really say. I fuck with the suit, I really do. However, Andrew's second suit clears. I'm sorry, it just does. Um, I love the I love the one-off comic book shots. I think that those are cool. I hope personally that Spider-Man Brand New Day takes the series in a different direction. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've always thought kind of that Tom Holland was the weakest of all of the Spider-Men. Not to say that I think that he's bad. I don't. He's not bad. I'm not saying that he's bad. However, I've always believed that he just was the weakest out of all of them, if that makes sense. Like, Andrew's the best Spider-Man, Tobey's the best Peter, and Tom just the problem with Tom Holland's Spider-Man was that he was very much connected to Iron Man, and so therefore he he was forever tethered to Iron Man and cannot be on his own. Even in No Way Home, he has babysitters. I mean, Tobey and Andrew are literally right there. So he never seemed to be his own man, his own star. So I hope in this movie that he can do that for himself. I hope that Tom Holland's Spider-Man can shine. And also, I respect Tom Holland. And this is not me hating because, listen, I'm not one of these people who is like, it's not Tobey or it's not Andrew, so I'm not gonna watch. I love the character of Spider-Man, first and foremost, so I give everything a chance. I mean, for God's sake, I like Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And virtually no one liked that show, except for Liam and me, okay? But I'm a fan of the character first, so I give everything a fair and equal chance, okay? So, I say all this to say that a really big thing that I'm looking forward to is seeing how they adapt the man Spider arc. And considering that they have all of the right players there, except they replaced the Fantastic Four with the Hulk in this scenario. However, I can kind of understand, because if we were to take what the Fantastic Four are doing in Doomsday, I think they're pretty busy. So I can understand why the Hulk is here instead, but they've got the Punisher. Spider-Man's fighting the Hand, so obviously Daredevil's gonna be there. So Punisher and Daredevil are going to try to stop the Man Spider, and then Peter's gonna have to reflect. And I think that Daredevil's gonna tell him, like, listen, you have to live as both lives. You can't just live as one life. You have to be able to balance it out. Because Liam pointed this out, it seems in the trailer he's solely being Spider-Man. But the strength of Peter Parker is that he's able to live with both. He can be Peter Parker, but he can also be Spider-Man. He's not a Batman scenario where Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman is the real person. No. Peter Parker is a person, and Spider-Man is also a person. So, I say all this to say that I really do think, I genuinely actually do think that the Hand will be the first act, Masked Spider will be the second act, and then Scorpion will be the third act. But I actually don't think that it's gonna be just Scorpion. I think that he is a cliff note in a much bigger and a much more menacing villain. And I know this is going to be out of left field. Trust me when I tell you that this is going to be out of left freaking field. But hear me out. Hear me out. You ready? You sitting down? Okay. Listen, I think that the villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day is Venom. Yup, I do. I think that they're swerving us. Because I think that they want to introduce Venom into the MCU. And it's not going to be Tom Hardy's Venom. It's going to be a completely brand new Venom. So, I think that because Insomniac's working on the Venom game, Venom is popular again. I think that they're going to put Venom in. I really do. This isn't just me hoping for it. I think that he makes it into the game. Or, I think he makes it into the movie. I think that after Spider-Man beats Scorpion, a giant goo monster will jump out at him because he can't sense him. Unless they change the power set, in which case Spider-Man will get his spider sense. But generally, in the comics and in most media, Spider-Man cannot detect when Venom's coming. So, if he just gets a giant goo monster jumping after him, basically, if we get stuff with like an Eddie Brock or like a Flash Thompson, or, and I don't want them to go this route either, but listen, they could go the Venom and Mac Gargan route because literally Scorpion's like right there. I don't know exactly what they do, I just know that I think it's gonna be bad. Tell me what your thoughts on this movie are. Are you scared? Are you excited? Are you scared and excited? I'm in that boat. Let me know what you think. See y'all next time, and be on the lookout for the TMNT video. Peace.